Oh, I think they can both coexist. I think science and religion have more in common than people think.
Me too. I don't think it's one or the other. I think it's
100%.
both.
Oh, I think at the end of the day, like science, universe, collective energy, they're all very, very similar.
Yeah.
In what religion is at like its core, right?
Yeah. I mean, for me personally, like I am more of a believer of a source and the universe.
Yes.
I'm
that
not.
is religion essentially.
Yes. It's all like semantics, right? Like it's different for different people. Totally. I used to believe in a father and a God, and I just don't. I just don't anymore. My version of God changed, and now I believe it in source. Totally. I believe that something created us, but I don't know what. And I don't think it's a man with a white beard, you know? Not to say that whoever does believe in that is wrong. Like, I don't have the answers to the universe, so who knows? But that's just me personally.
By the way, a part of the fun is that like nobody really knows or nobody has all the answers to the universe.
Yes.
But if you look at it and collective power, call it the universe, call it a source, call it a God.
Yes.
You know, like each religion is littered with its own stuff. And a lot of those things in a lot of cases could be really mean to different groups of people.
Yeah.
And create division and create hierarchy of power structures and a whole bunch of stuff. But
then you announce aliens and it just all crumbles.
But that's it. And I do believe that they're going to announce aliens when they need a distraction. So like, shit's going to be going down to your left and they're going to be like, hey, fuckers, look over here. And then we're all going to be looking right, meeting aliens. Who knows what's going down on the left?
Well, it was like when, everything was going on and they released in 2020 footage from the Pentagon. The Pentagon released footage from aircrafts
and they saw
in the military that had footage, of the UFOs or UAPs. And nobody really paid attention to it because it was...
other things going on.
Yeah, there was so much other things going on. But... I mean, I'm with you on that one.
It's real.
Yeah.
It's real.
I believe it's real.
Do you remember when your thoughts on religion changed? Because I grew up very religious. I went to Catholic school, was an altar boy, really believed in it. I genuinely did. I started reading the Bible and started seeing how people who perpetuate or, spread the gospel really carry themselves. I'm like, this is not what Jesus would have wanted at all.
Yeah, I think when I got older, I started looking back on my childhood. I grew up Christian, and like half of my family was Pentecostal too. And like on my mom's side of the family, they were Pentecostal, and so I grew up around that at a certain age, and went to church all the time. And then I started seeing behaviors of people from the church I went to that were really problematic, and it kind of skewed my idea of what it just changed things for me. I had like a negative experience that I won't forget, and I kind of always correlated that to the church. And so things changed for me. And then when I got older, I came out and I started realizing like that I didn't like what I was seeing in the behavior of certain people. That's not to say that like there are people who are religious that are like all bad people. That's not the case at all. There are good and bad everywhere. But I just was seeing kind of the negative side of it, and started to dissect what some of the things in the Bible were saying, like that I didn't agree with. And so yeah, things changed for me. And then I started expanding my consciousness with meditating in the desert and making contact with ETs. And I was like, like actually seeing things appear in the sky after meditating and realizing like this world is really incredible and this universe is huge. And I don't believe we're the only life form out there. And so that kind of influenced my path as well, my spiritual path. Sometimes I believe that the things that have shown up for me in bright lights aren't necessarily aliens, but they could be angels.
Totally.
Like it's just, I don't have like one definitive pathway in my spirituality. It's just, I believe that things can coexist, and I have no idea what is out there. Like I'm no longer in the mindset of that I have all the answers from a book.
By the way, yeah, and your pathway that you're paving is built on experience and your honesty and your truths and exactly how you internalize and take in what you see and hear around you, and your own experiences with it. Totally get that.
Yeah.
It is wild. Like, when you see people that maybe you saw as, hero is the wrong word, but like hierarchy or somebody in power, somebody
authority.
Yes. And you see that connection to religion and what that is and what that could be. It's like, really doesn't ruin it for you, but it makes you question.
It makes you question, for sure. Exactly. And I think that's what I'm getting at too, is it's like, there are people that are in authority that are of high authority in the church that are great people. And there are some that, have faults just like every other human. And, I think what changed for me is like the shame. There was a lot of shame that came from, the church and my religion that I, had experienced. And I didn't think that my God, the one that I believe in, not the one that I read about in a book, but my God, I don't think that he or she would judge me for, or they, it doesn't, I don't even know what my God looks like, but, because I just see it as like this universal power. I don't think that they would judge me for being queer, for loving everyone, for being myself. I think that God would be. We're getting really deep right now. I think that my God would love me and accept me as I am.
As they should and they would. And by the way, this is, whoever needs to hear that and understand that, is like, you are not alone, and what you believe in and what you look up to and what you give mental energy, time, physical energy, all of it to, should love and accept you for exactly who you are and what you bring to this world, not what their idealized version of you is.
Right.
And, it's so easy to get lost in that. Really, really is.
I think what's important is that if you are worshiping something, make sure that it loves you back for who you are.
That is the truth.
Yeah.